Morning, Enrico.
Ciao, Maciej. How are you doing today?
Very good. I'm very excited about what I want to share with you today. How are you
Oh,
doing?
yeah, I'm doing amazing. It's a great day. There is a long weekend coming, so I'm very excited.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Feel you. So let me present my idea and my idea or my discover recently. So recently I'm experimenting a lot with AI because who's not doing this? But what I actually discovered is not so new. So I don't know whether you ever hear about stable diffusion. It's its application, then it will be not completely new for you. But I just discovered this last week. I heard about DALI and other things before, and Midjourney I even tried, but I never know that I can have such a lot impact on what I'm doing here. So let me present this to you. Everything started when I just the friend of mine just shared with me this article, and it was like about how to draw anything, and that was the picture that someone created just doing stuff like this, created this very rough sketch, something like this, giving a little piece of description what it should be, digital fantasy painting of Seattle city skyline, stuff like this, not alone. And look at this. This is what AI firstly generated. Then, of course, he made a couple more rounds to put like, okay, made it post-apocalyptic, and it's already looking great. Yes,
Insane.
like thinking about this sketch, it's amazing. I was like, really. Then the spaceship, and yeah. So he also like show how to blend separately. He created a starship, then he put the starship there. And of course, then he, play around with couple more options, like adding birds in the middle of this. It's amazing. You are doing sketch like this, and then you have just, something looking really cool and some polishing stuff, and final, you have it. And I was puzzled. I was very like, okay, I need to start. I need to try this. So I found this repository, which is like a web UI to play with the stuff. So you don't only need to use your console. You can just nicely pick numbers or other stuff. And of course, there were a lot of troubles because, like always with software like this, it is not so easy. For example, if you find like the installation, to check this installation. I want to say this to you because I don't know whether you try this or not, but once you start installing things like this, you have a lot of like, okay, so there are particle troubleshooting, and of course there are a lot, and the stability was okay, but performance wasn't great. So then I found something even better. So that's the woman who shows how to generate your images faster by installing Stable Diffusion with Google Colab. So basically that's sorry, Google forgot that I'm a human. It's like a bunch of codes that you can open at your account, and then you are just running this stuff, and the Stable Diffusion is just working in Google Clouds for you for free. So
Wow.
everything is like 10 times faster than on my computer, and I can just use it. I don't want to waste your time to show you how is it working, especially that and I will share the article later with you, but I want to also share with you one thing. So just to prove that I try it on myself, and
What are the
it wasn't
results? Show
maybe
me.
it wasn't maybe very impressive, but still, can you see this? It was
Wow.
like my draft on the left and what I receive on the right. And that was like maybe in one or two cycles, really not a lot. Like, so in 2 minutes, I maybe, spent 1 minute to make this draft on the left, another 1 minute to make some description. It's the rocket, sorry, the spaceship somewhere there, like rockets and
This is
think
really
like this.
insane.
And
But I won't
it
tell you
looks
what
really,
I think that thing on the left look like.
yeah, tell me.
This is insane. Maciej, I can tell you, I'm surprised. And I'm going to share the screen just because I have to show you that just yesterday, I was looking to a channel where I learned, and this is a topic that I wanted to bring for today. Today I learned about stable diffusion and 24/27. It's just yesterday night. I don't know if you know Dr. Carol Shail, 2 Minutes Paper.
No.
Are you watching this channel?
No.
Okay. This person is insane. I'm going to share with you the link. And it's basically somebody that looks at paper that have been published recently, especially that work on the domain of AI, of a little bit of all the technology world, I would say. And he always brings some very interesting stuff, especially on AI. He brings it gets you. It makes you up to date with the topics. And just yesterday, he shared this video about stable diffusion, and he was showing how these tools that you suggested work. He shared one link about stable.art, I think. Stable.art, that is a plugin for Photoshop that is free, that does the same thing as you mentioned. And then he was showing that you can take a different picture, maybe a cave, a town, a dragon, and then you can make an infinite zoom effect thanks to stable diffusion. I was impressed, really, really impressed. And I was just imagining how cool this will be for me and for every other people that dream about building their own game. Because now finally I don't need to spend, as an independent people that want to try to build his own stuff and they cannot afford to pay a team of artists, I can just try to come together and maybe create a prototype for which I could get an investment, or I can open a Kickstarter without having to spend, million on art and on music. And I know this might sound hurtful to people, but this also open up other door, right? Because if I can make a prototype like this, then I could hire maybe people for finally doing the actual thing. So I'm impressed. Thank you for sharing. This was something I wanted to talk about today, and it's just coming together. This is insane.
Yeah, amazing. So it only proves that this technology is there, and it's really worth checking.
Yes.
Thanks for this conversation, and see you soon.
This was exciting. Have a great day. Ciao, Maciej.
Cheers.
Ciao.